Hello there and welcome to Don Amots. My name is Alex and today I'll be taking you around your new Swift Edge. So the video is going to be divided up into the two sections. First off, I'll be taking around the exterior, then in part two we'll be hopping on the interior. So if you want to get started on your passenger side door, first things first, this is where we'll find your bonnet catch, so give that a firm pull down towards you and you'll hear that unhitch. Just underneath the false floor, this is where your vehicle battery is kept. And then just underneath the passenger seat is where your toolkit is kept. Fingers crossed you never have to access that. Moving around now to your diesel point, which is just behind this flap. Now your diesel point is done off your main ignition key, and then your AdBlue is a simple counterclockwise twist off, just like so. Lovely. Moving down the van now, we have your mains hookup point directly to the side of the van there to provide with 230 volt power. Nice and easy. Moving on, we have your step just here, which you have to put in and out manually. So literally just give it a push like so. It folds in, and give it a pull, and it comes out just like so. Now moving on now, just up here to your awning light, which is off the main control panel on the inside. So again, we'll be getting to that in part two. But if you have already turned it on and you go ahead and just unlock your door like so, it will then come on like you've just seen. Now speaking of your awning, unfortunately I will not be able to get it out in this video as I do not have a hand free, but I'll be more than happy to get it out for you on the day of collection, so that can wait till then. Moving along now, we have your fridge vents here and here. Literally do not need to touch those at all, just make sure they're nice and clean and clear at all times, not being blocked, that sort of thing. We can carry on now to your rear locker space, or you could say actually to access the back bed. Just in here, so we can access the bunk space from here, as well as you do have some storage underneath here. We've got your awning winder just there, we have your catchment nets as well for the front bed, and then we also have some of these strap down points as well if you are carrying anything in the back you don't want rolling around. Moving around to the rear now, not too much back here to show you apart from your bike wrap fitments here and here. Literally do not need to, oh sorry, you've already got them fitted, so if you ever do want to put a bike on the back, you've already got the fitment, so again that basically just opens up the flexibility for you. Moving around further now, we have your boiler exhaust just here. Literally do not need to touch that at all, just make sure it's nice and clean and clear at all times. Exact same as the fridge vent, and then we can go ahead and go into your gas locker. So this is my gas bottle. I will be taking it off after the video is complete, but when it comes to attaching yours, it is a left hand thread on, opposite way to normal. Once it's nice and hand tight, nick it up with a gas spanner or an adjustable spanner, open the valve at the top, and then simply click in on the black safety button just there. What that does, it releases gas into the system. Now there is enough room in there for two 6 kg gas bottles as well if you did ever want to get a second one. But like I said, that's my gas bottle. I will be taking it off after the video is complete. Moving along now, we have your toilet set just here. To pull it out, all we need to do is lift up on the orange handle and it slides out towards us just like so. Now it is on wheels and it does have a handle that pops out the front almost like a suitcase would, just to make it easier to take the draining point. What you want to do to empty this off is spin the orange hose out, undo the grey cap, spin this unit upside down, and then press in on the orange button just there. Now what that does, it releases air into the system, stops it glugging, stops you getting any unwanted splashback onto your shoes. And then in there, it'll either need the blue or the green chemical. Not too much difference, just the green is a bit more environmentally friendly. You do not need the pink in this van. Moving on now, we have your freshwater fill up, which is just underneath this cap here. So if we go ahead and push and twist, pops off like so. Hose pipe straight into the side there, and that'll start filling up your freshwater tank. And as you've just seen, this cap is also lockable as well. Just stops anyone messing around with it in the middle of the night. Now your wastewater drain off is just this grey tap just down here. So all we have to do is open it, spin it 180 degrees just like so. Again, quite difficult to do with one hand. Just like so, you can see that wastewater emptying on the floor just below us. So literally spin it 180 degrees. Now your fresh water is just this side, but it's actually done off the inside. So you actually empty it off from the inside. So again, we'll be showing you that in part two. So wastewater drain off is on the outside, but fresh water is on the inside. Moving down to making sure I'm not missing anything at all. We have your blow and go kit just on the inside of the door there. Then let's have a quick look underneath your driver's seat. Yep, as I thought, your leisure battery is located just underneath the driver's seat. So vehicle battery underneath the false floor, leisure battery underneath the driver's seat. Lovely, and then just a couple of things under the bonnet to show you. Go ahead and open this up for you. So we have all of our usual suspects under here. We have your oil point just here, dipstick just down there. We have your brake fluid, radiator coolant, power steering fluid, and then screen wash just at the end there. Now, fingers crossed you never need to jump your van, but I'm going to show you your positive and negative jumping points. So if we get your main ignition key just here, go ahead and slot it into the tab, and go ahead and open that up. That'll reveal your positive jumping point, which is that metal tongue there, and then your negative jumping point is just that bolt there. Like I said, fingers crossed you never need to jump it, but it's always good to know where they are. Right, and with that, I do believe that is everything I need to show you. So what I'm going to do now is end this part here, then we'll jump on the inside for part 2.